How is he defeated already?
Rome is state under community sector of Togo. Over a particular accent. Yet our name sector. Dito charity class. Nobody forgot to name. Women.
Right.
2 hookers. Hookers?
Prostitutes. 2 prostitutes were seen going into the hotel.
No, they are not prostitutes. They are succubi.
In English, please.
A succubus is a demon that feeds on the life force of man.
And why were you looking for these women?
Because they are ravening lions to the soul and body of the world.
He's ravening lions. Why didn't you stop the ravening lions?
I arrived too late. If they escaped,
And you know them.
yes, it is you. I saw you find it. Cross. They call them
Memory's clean. Forensics checked it out. There's no trace of
I'm watching a movie about two succubuses that are feeding on men. Jeez. Alright. for 4 Vorky kills this run. I've kind of perfected my gear set. So I have a light bearer, so I can get as many specs in with the Fang as possible. Because the chance of hitting 50s, 54s, 53s off of a spec is really, really good for your timing. Fire cape because I don't have infernal. I am on task for blue dragons. Vorkoth counts as blue dragon kills. So I started at 147 earlier today. I'm at 118 now. I imbued my Slayer helm to make it stronger, and I'm not using a salve amulet because it does not stack with the percentage bonuses on the Slayer helm. I'm using a Dragonfire shield because it is +6 attack strength. So these are my stats. I'm running Torag top and bottoms because they are the second strongest defense gear in the entire game. I'm running the strongest boots in the entire game. I added some swag to them, turned them into echo boots. They do give +3 to melee strength, believe it or not. So just one less than dragon boots. They're not amazing for melee stats, but the defensive stat bonuses help you take many zeros on forecast range attacks. As you can see, my range defense is 388. I'm wearing Barrow's gloves that you can acquire upon the completion of Recipe of Disaster. They cost 44 minutes, and they're doing a system update. That's great. I'm using Fang because it's best in slot for strength stab stats. So you have, I think it's 105 to plus stab, and 120 to melee strength. I'm not 100% sure. Let's double check that just so it's more accurate for y'all. 105 to stab, 103 to melee strength. My mistake. Alright. Anyways, I'm wearing a Fury amulet because it adds to your defensive stats and your offensive stats. Very good to have Fury at least. Glory is alright if you can't afford a Fury, and there is a very basic budget setup that you can do. This boss is specifically weak to stab, so if you can do Barbarian training and get his Amihasta, that is not horrible. If you can't afford the Dragonfire shield, Anti-Dragon shield will also work. If your defenses are way too low, best in slot, highest ranged defense shield will be the best. Protect from magic is level 37. That's all that this boss fight requires. So if you have 37 prayer, you'll be able to fight the boss. It's not recommended to have such low prayer because it will be really hard for you to sustain your prayer while you're fighting. But 37 is the bare minimum required to fight Vorkoth. I recommend combat stats. I don't know. I did this around 100 and it was still kind of tough. I think it was 105 or something like that when I did. I'm combat level 116. I have 92 attack, 97 strength, and 88 defense. I have 88 range, 85 magic, and 77 prayer. These aren't the best stats, but Vorkoth does not require a lot of high-end stats to get your kill off. If you are a ranged peer, you can get your kill with 99 range pretty easily if you're using the correct gear setup. Salve Amulet is obviously something you really want if you're not on task. The Salve Amulet Imbued EI gives you 20% bonus damage to undead. Vorkath is undead. If you have Dragon Hunter weapon to go along with your salve, that is 40% damage. If you're wearing Full Void and you have a Dragon Hunter crossbow, you're gonna have an extra plus 12.5% if it's Elite Void. Regular Void is 10%, so you'll be doing 50% damage with regular Void ranged, and then Elite Void will give you 52.5% bonus damage, which makes this fight go by pretty fast if you have decent stats. I highly recommend going melee with this boss because it just feels better for me, and Barrow's equipment, Barrow's armor, which is what I'm wearing, is really easy to acquire and it's really cheap. You don't have to have Thorax because the price on Thorax is going up for some reason. Probably because the defense stats are so good. I remember 2 weeks ago they were around 150k a piece. Now they're 300 plus k a piece. So that's up to y'all. If you got the money, Dragonfire Shield is amazing. I mainly bought it because the defensive stats are extremely high. 72 to range. It does, this dragon specifically does slash damage, so 75 to slash defense is insane, because the dragon will hit you if you are in melee range. If you're ranged, you don't have to worry about it, but for the most part, you're going to want to pray against magic. This is a melee only setup, so if you're trying to do ranged, I can show you ranged at some other point, but this is a Wook's Walk setup. I highly recommend very high defenses, so that you have a higher chance of getting zeros hit on you against this boss. I bring a super combat that gives you 18 defense, 19 strength, 18 attack. You want to drink each of your potions to start. Extended super anti-fire, a anti-venom plus. That lasts 3 minutes. You should be able to get the kill in less than 3 minutes. And you should be able to get 2 kills for each dose of super anti-fire. So you just book it, and then wait a couple seconds. Protect from mage. Pieties. Piety is going to help you get bonus damage. I pray Piety the entire time. If you are using ranged, pray Rigor or Eagle Eye. The highest variance. See how many melees I got hit with there? This is why you bring a Slayer Staff, because you can have it auto-cast Crumble Undead. Which is very good, because all you have to do is switch to the staff and then click on that little green thing, and it will die. As you can see, I am melee ranged. It's using mainly Dragonfire immediately, which is good for us because we have lots of Dragonfire defense. So for this, this is the Wook's Walk area. You'll do an acid phase, and then you want to click for melee. I made a row of tiles. You want to click behind the tile, you're about halfway, click the boss about halfway. You just go back and forth. Normally I can get more auto attacks than that. The pink thing turns off your prayers, so you want to immediately go to your prayers and turn on. The dragon will follow up with a magic attack most of the time. Look off to the side so your character does an auto attack again while in the frozen block. If he does that, it'll make your time frame of casting the spell a lot slower. Big fireballs. If those land on you, they will do 60 plus damage and most likely kill you. See how I got that tick of prayer off? Got the auto attack and the prayer tick off, and I walked away at the same time. So for the Wook's Walk, you want to find a clear spot. Halfway, click the dragon. spot. Halfway, click the dragon. Halfway, click the tile behind those yellow tiles. Click the dragon. Click behind the yellow tile. This is the easiest thing to learn once you understand it. If you click too soon, I found out last night, if you click too soon, the dragon will hit you with damage, and it kind of sucks. So what we're going to do here is we're going to save our specials for the start of the next 4-key kill. We're going to pot up. We're going to stand one tile away from this right here, so I'm going to mark this tile. Actually, let's mark this tile and we'll color label it. Do like a hot pink. So do like a hot pink tile here, and we'll drop. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loot spaces. We've only got. I'm gonna drink a potion, even though it's 2 less than the max. We're gonna drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 sharks, and then we're gonna pick up all of the loot. Just in case you die, you'll be able to take the loot with you, and you'll only be out 2 sharks instead of good loot. Oh, 1 more shark. That's fine. We have to eat a shark, so yeah, that's right. We'll eat a shark, drop 2 sharks, and poke. Get an anti-poison. You always want to refresh your anti-poison plus. Step over here. We are full spec. Insane, right? My bear is absolutely nutty against this dragon. So you can get another 4 specs. Make sure you pray piety before you try to spec. If the dragon turns off your spec, right here, we found a spot. Just try to find an opening whenever he does the acid, or she. I don't know what the gender of this dragon is. But anyways, click 1 tile below. Alright, and then spam click it so that your character doesn't run way back. Pink, so you see pink. I have my hotkeys set, so I have F3 set to my prayer. I'll just F3 over. Make sure you keep your health up, because this dragon can slap you for a lot of damage. You're gonna see right there. That was all of my health and damage. If I wasn't eating, I would have probably died. This dragon will surprise you with a flurry of damage out of nowhere. So keep in mind we have a couple extra pieces of food off to the side. Always dodge these big ones. Big ones will kill you. If you've taken a couple of hits before those go off, they will kill you. Alright, here we go. We're gonna Wook's Walk again. This is just to get a little bit extra damage in while dodging these fireballs. If you aren't Wook's Walking, you're gonna want to walk left, right. Oops. You're gonna want to walk left and right, or up and down. Don't ever walk diagonal, that won't work. So, spec as many times as we can, which is once. There's a 41 smack from the spec. That 6 was a melee. This dragon usually follows up a big fireball for some reason. So just be prepared to get smacked with a high damage melee after a fireball goes off. Sometimes the dragon will follow up with 2 or 3 fireballs in rapid succession, so just be prepared. This dragon can be very, very brutal. And he did follow up with melee. Alright, here's the Wook's Walk. You're gonna hit poison sometimes. So, this is not very smooth at all. Eat, drink. Wow. I got a lot of lag there. Wow. That was a lot of lag. Thanks. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. It makes me really happy. It makes me super happy when that happens. It's a big waste of my time is what that is. Yeah, I understand you're doing a system update, but you don't have to lag all of the servers. Thank you. Great timing on that update too. Oh, did I just drop all of my food on the ground? What the heck? Alright, well anyways, we're gonna go back to Catherby. So anyways, we'll get a single Vorkoth kill and then we'll die. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's gotta be there's some weird latency issue. If you stream the game, your Wooks Walks will damage you like crazy. I've been getting consistently 4 kills per run all day, no problem. And then I stream and my first go at it, I get killed. Waste of my time, man. Alright, we'll try again. And this time we're gonna drink up everything once. The ticks are extremely ridiculous, so make sure all of your potion drinks go off. Because if you click, and then click almost right after you click one, it won't go off because this game is weird. You can quadruple eat, but you can't double drink. Makes no sense to me, really. And that's why they sell this crazy chug barrel thing that's like 8 or 9 mil to buy in the auction house, which allows you to put all your potions into it, and then you just chug them really quick. That's for like raids and stuff, but it's way too expensive for what it does. Alright, so anyways, we've got everything on right here. We're just gonna go for it again with, hopefully without dying to random latency problems. So always start off with a spec so that your light bearer ring can start working. Try and get multiple specs in. I forgot to turn off my run. What a stupid thing to forget. This is why you turn off your run, because you'll take damage for some reason. Anyways, keep an eye on your prayer. Keep an eye on your spec. See, when as soon as it goes off, try to get a spec in. And as soon as you click it, this dragon it's like the code for the dragon's attacks. It will shoot a purple or a pink fireball at you, and it will turn off your prayer as soon as you click spec, almost every time. So just be prepared for that. And you should have more than enough time to walk away from a fireball like that without any problems if your server latency is fine. If you're not experiencing any problems with lag, you should be okay. Make sure you get your spec off before that purple can go through. There you go. Or the pink fireball. Purple, pink. However your monitor sees it. Make sure you get, there's a pink. Make sure you get your prayer doses in before you run out. I was at 2 when I drank that. Alright, so now we've only got 4 bank space, or 4 inventory spaces, so we're gonna make some room here. I think I'm gonna drop 1, 2, 3, 4 sharks. And we'll grab all these. There we go. So if you need more sharks during the fight, just click over there. We've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds on, I don't know why I picked up that really cheap dragon hide, that's fine. So we'll poke, make sure you drink a venom, spec up, get poted up, get your pots going, get your specs going. You should have enough for a couple specs by now. If you really want to, you can wait a little bit and get 100% on your special attack. Alright, so we're gonna go to the very end here, and then we're gonna Wooks Walk on this one. This last tile is okay to Wooks Walk on. Never had an issue with it before. If you need your Wooks Walks longer, which means you click like an extra tile back, it just makes your Wooks Walks safer. The shorter your Wooks Walk distances are, the higher of a chance that server lag or latency issues will damage you. So we'll throw a spec in there, get a spec off at 44, that's pretty good. Heat, meleeing the crap out of it. Alright, so we'll switch to staff, shoot it real quick. Dying does not change your staff, so you should never, technically you should never lose the ability to cast Crumble the Dead with your staff for any reason. But it's always good just to double check, just to be sure. Nice little 20 spec there. 39, nice. So we're gonna go to this very next one. We're gonna attack. We're gonna Wooks Walk halfway. Click halfway. It's pretty simple. Click halfway. Click halfway. Click halfway. When your character's going the opposite direction, click halfway. Click when your character is halfway, not click halfway. Click right behind this yellow. I make a yellow line here. If your latency, if you have great server stability, then you can click on the yellow tab to make faster Wooks Walks, but I highly recommend being safe with it, clicking behind it. Just one extra square. Alright, so I like to rotate my prayer potions closest to my character. Goodness. I'm about to get a kill on her and she's just destroying my HP right now. I'm gonna try and get a spec in. Yeah, there's extreme amount of lag right now. I can feel that. See how long it took my character to auto. And it spit a 23 at me at the very end. That's insane how much damage that the dragon did to me right there. I have literally some of the highest defensive stats that you can get out of a gear setup, and she's just slapping the piss out of me. Just beating me up, dude. I understand getting like a few 23 hits, but at that low of a health threshold and then just still beating the utter piss out of me, that's insane. Alright, so we should have enough sharks to go. One last kill. I've gotten kills with like literally 2 sharks before, so always try and go for the kill. But in last resort, I have F4 set to my spellbook. Just F4 and tele out. Doesn't matter what you click, just get out of there. Excuse me if you're about to go down. We're gonna have to repot anti-fire, repot anti-venom. This will be kill number 3. I like to get 4 kills, but obviously not gonna happen right now due to some latency issues that are happening. Maybe it's preparation for a system update. Maybe it's because I'm on a world where there's just a billion people doing Guardians. Let's see if there's a better... I'm gonna change worlds here, because this is kind of ridiculous. Not Tombs. Not Temporos. It's just gonna be a bunch of people in the same instance doing the same thing. Royal Titans? Yeah, Royal Titans will work. Royal Titans is a smaller instance, and mostly just duos, so this will be great. Alright, your potions don't reset when you switch servers, so you should be fine to just switch server if you need to. Immediately turns it off. Now we'll spec in. That's some slow autos. Come on. This is gonna be a clunky kill. I might have to do a regular walk. Always click off to the side when the blue spell freezes you. If you don't, you'll auto attack an extra time and it'll slow down your spell casting. And if that bug is thrown pretty close to you, you will get hit for 50 damage. Alright, we're just gonna get hit for 15 real quick, that's fine. Almost got halfway already, that's pretty quick. Alright, here we go. So we're gonna Wooks walk with an extra square of safety net. We're never gonna hit that yellow tile this time. That's totally fine though. See, my character's, it's reaching the tile, so there's like a tile of server lag. Maybe we'll get the spec in. It's only 11, but it's better than 0. When your spec hits 0 or like a really low number, it usually means that your accuracy was really low for that attack on your normal attack for the next hit. Look, another spec is gonna go off. Nice 33. I had, oh, that was a big melee hit, 29 damage. See what I mean? She always follows up with a melee after shooting a big fireball next to you. Okay, good. It's usually the first fireball. Okay, we're gonna Wooks walk now. Wooks walk. Stab. Okay, click. As soon as your character makes an animation to stab, that's what you click. And as soon as your see, your character kind of like gets shoved a little bit once it gets past that first tile, like a small shove. Alright, we don't have enough sharks to do a 4th run, so that's fine. We'll just take what we got with the 3. That's a good amount of loot, honestly. Content with that. 4 is good. 3 is alright, especially with 2-minute kills. And we get to save a little bit on these pots. Normally we go through almost all the prayer potions. By the time you get to the 4th kill, because right now we're at 10, so you would drink up. You'd have like 1.5 or 1.25 dose, 1 potion and a quarter. So 5 total doses is what you'll probably end up with when you go to do your 4th kill. So that's all right. All right, we're down 100k, but we're up like 10 mil plus today easily from these kills. I'm gonna tell you back to Camelot. I like to go to Camelot because you can sprint straight to an altar and pray. Realistically, if you have a better teleport, use it. But I think this is just what I'm using personally, because it's close to Relica, which kind of makes it feel more as part of the Forecath area, kind of. But it kind of eliminates the need to walk long distances, take multiple boats. Saves a lot of time. So all these bones will jump me up to 688k. We said 15 minutes left. We should be able to get another run in before they shut off the servers. Alright, and then we'll go in here. I like to always eat to max health. What is this movie? Oh my goodness. Alright, so Anti-Venom Plus, Extended Super Anti-Fire, and Super Combat. You're going to end up with a lot of partials, so at some point you'll need to combine all your potions together and make more of these. But that's alright. I like using sharks just because they're cheap and they're effective. They're way cheaper than mana rays. Like they're 698 each. If you can fish your own food, or if you have some sort of food that you can cook, like pineapple pizzas or something, I don't know, anything, then take it. Whatever you're comfortable with. I mean, obviously, putting your house teleport right here and then running straight up is pretty effective. There's also, I believe there's like a fairy ring. There's one right here, DKS, and you can run down and take this shortcut here and then run all the way here, but it takes forever. Don't recommend it. Yeah. I believe there's a cape that takes you close by as well. Yeah, so anyways, you don't have to right click and click them. I don't know why I do that, but you can just click the boat, little sailboat next to him, and it'll automatically take you here, or you can just click him and it will automatically take you here. So we've got 12 minutes, try and squeeze out 4 kills, so probably should be able to do it. I don't know if we'll be able to get 4 kills out just because of servers issues right now. That's alright. We'll start with a spec to get our light burn rolling. We'll try and follow up with some more. Okay, good. One more in. Okay, now we're good. Just put as much pressure on the dragon as possible in the beginning. Keep forgetting to turn my run off. Normally the dragon shoots fireballs, which causes you to like dodge, and that will tell you if your run is on or off. That's right. So we'll just keep at it. Almost halfway. Pretty quick, huh? We did just get hit with some range damage. So always keep your health up. It's the most important factor for this boss, is to always keep your health up. See how I'm always clicking to the side, any square away from the boss, before I attack that thing with the staff. Alright, we're gonna get off the spec, hopefully before the perp comes off. There's 0. That's fantastic. They should guarantee the hit, because it makes it way more accurate. It's just weird how it would increase the accuracy by a large threshold and then still hit a 0. I've never understood that with the Fang. The Fang is an amazing weapon, and it's already accurate as is. It just doesn't make sense that its special attack makes it even more accurate, and you'll still miss with it for some reason. Yeah, these ranged hits can be devastating. Dragon is having a heyday with me here. I'm about to kill it, and sometimes it'll try and get you for... Oh, jeez, hitting 0s, come on. Thank you. Alright, so obviously we have room. We just need to drop 2 sharks. I like to pick up the blue hide because it's worth about 2 sharks worth of loot, so if I drop a couple of sharks for the blue hide, I won't be losing out. Alright, so we'll drink up prayer, get our prayer set, we'll put a full prayer pot in front. Refresh anti-venom. That was a pretty quick kill, honestly. I'm surprised. 2 minutes and 13 seconds. That's not bad. My highest was 1 minute 26 seconds with the same setup. Like, exactly. Which makes 0 sense that my times are very different. It's like a whole minute faster if you spec multiple 50s in a row. Then this fight will be over quick. That's why you bring the Lightbearer, so you can get those 50 specs off. I hit like 4 50s in a row on top of multiple 40 autos, and it makes it go off. Oh my. So we'll drink up, keep our, quit hating me for so much damage with the ranged hits. Bro! What the hell? Are you... Alright. Something turned off my prayer. It wasn't a pink, but something turned it off. Something turned it off. There's a hotkey to turn it off. And I did not press it, but there is a hotkey to turn it off. Why am I taking so much damage? I have extended anti-fire. I have anti-venom. Whoa, that was really laggy. That was extremely laggy. That was insanely laggy. What was that? Wow. Okay. Wow, look at my character. It's like he's going nuts over here. I'm gonna pick these up. That was insane. I used almost all of my food because of that. My prayer turned off. I had... Dude, I am taking so much damage. What is going on? I have plenty of prayer. Oh my gosh. I ran out of anti-venom and extended anti-fire when I had plenty of time. That kill took a whole extra minute. What is going on, man? 2KC. Wow. That was insane. Okay. I was supposed to be able to get 4, and I only got 2 because my prayer magically turned off somehow. I didn't get hit with a pink, and I had plenty of prayer points. So weird, dude. Why do they do system updates like this? I don't... Why? You know what you should do? You should just shut down every single one of your Gridmaster servers. Just close them all. Then this game would run better. Alright, I'll put all our loot in here. What little loot we got. Runs are supposed to go way smoother than that, not get smashed with ranged attacks over and over and over and over again like that. My defenses are extremely high. There's no reason in the world for me to take that much damage. Unless it's magic damage. Yes, my prayer got turned off. It didn't go back on for a small amount of time. God. It's kind of weird, you know. I don't like weird stuff happening to my character like that. That's not cool. This is literally the lowest latency game in the friggin' world, and I can't even... Like, it's screen tearing so bad. I'm not on a grandpa computer that's 20 years old, okay? I'm on a gaming computer that cost me a lot of money. I'm on a $1,600 computer. Should not be happening. How many servers do they have dedicated to Gridmaster? I'm just curious. Seriously? Are you serious right now? Do you see how many players are on each of these servers? Do you understand how dead Gridmaster is? There is no reason in the world to dedicate this many servers to Gridmaster. Look at how low the pops are on. I mean, I know the system update's happening soon, but see, this is regular servers. Everything's in the hundreds, easy. And then you're in like 12 on an entire server. 12, 7. Like this is ridiculous. You need to like close half of these down or something. It just seems like a waste. So many Gridmaster servers. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Look at these 1500 servers, these 1750 skill, like all of these are higher. Tremendously higher. The percentage ratios are absolutely insane. It's like 1,000% more players on your regular servers. It's just so many dedicated Gridmaster servers. Oh look, everyone's on this server. Why don't you just have this one server open for Gridmaster and then you're good. That one server could hold. You can combine the population of all your Gridmaster servers into just one server and you would still be fine. Seriously. That's crazy. I'm not a fan of making zero progress on my main account. You know what I mean? Like if you're trying to like make progress on your main account, playing Gridmaster probably isn't what you should do. I get it. It's kind of fun, you know, being able to get lots of XP really fast, being able to get cool, abnormal things, weapons and armor, and you know, you can basically just speed run the game, but in the end, like they're gonna shut down Gridmaster, season's gonna end, and then everything you did was just gonna be for nothing. It's gonna be for like cosmetics on your main character. Okay, see how fast it updates? It's insane. Okay, I wonder what they updated. So we'll reopen this real quick. Obviously, I'm gonna have to punch in my friggin' pin number. The last run was not too bad, I guess, but sailing. Out of everything in the world they could have picked, they picked sailing. I mean, obviously we're excited for a new skill. We're like, yay, a new skill. This is gonna be great. But sailing. Oh, it didn't make me punch in my pin again. What is that about? Did the update just wipe all of the need to put in our pin numbers? That is weird. Alright. Update turned off pins. Let's see if my staff's still okay. Staff's still good. Head back to 4 key. The sailing launch date has been announced. Wow. I honestly would have, instead of doing sailing, I would have chose diving. I think diving would have been a lot better. You already have the diving mechanic in the game from Recipe for Disaster. And that was actually kind of fun. I like diving around and finding stuff that's only underwater. Fighting underwater creatures and stuff like that. Doing underwater questing. Because look at the amount of potential you have to have underwater cities. Like, see this big spot right here? See this? Big, giant, empty amount of space. you could turn this into like a gigantic underwater Atlantis type area and do underwater diving as a skill. Or you don't even have to make a skill. You can just have an expansion, like content. Add a whole new city, a whole new continent that's underwater or something. I don't know. DJ Danny DW, what's up, man? Does the lance really help you get better KC? All my friends use Fang. I kept hitting zeros with my lance. I don't know why. I was hitting lots of zeros with the lance. This is uncomfortable. A few controls. Okay. We're potted up. We're gonna poke and go. Turn the run off this time. Spec. Spec. See what I mean? It's almost right after you spec. There's a 0. Wow. Another 0? What is... What is... Okay, okay. Weird. That's weird. My character didn't even get frozen. Ouch. That was a melee for 28. That was a pretty big hit. That's okay. Just walk here. Oh. Really? Wow. What? Okay. Yeah, definitely getting some weird lag there. I don't like that. Why are you so low? I'm gonna drink that. Hitting really low. It's not good. You gotta like click at the sweet spot or you're gonna take damage. Obviously. Oh. The spec attack should have went off there. It's alright. Attack. This boss is one of the hardest bosses if you don't know what you're doing. Oh my gosh. Please stop hitting so low. I have a fang. Do you know what a fang is? That's absolutely crazy. Alright, so our anti-venom wore off, so we're gonna... Obviously don't have space to carry all this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll do one more, I guess. I don't want... So we'll just carry it. It's all good. So we might have to renew. We might have to renew that. We'll see. attacks are getting a little bit back. Keep my prayer up. Look off to the side. Take care of that. This is for Casey number 2. Oh, see, there's the auto. It usually goes off right before you step away. So you can get that extra attack and see right there. It goes off. I like to spam kick just to make sure my character isn't doing something else than what it's supposed to be doing. It's walking right now is what it's supposed to be doing. This is where you don't spam click or else you will take damage. Try and get a spec in. There's that 22. That's gonna happen. Some of the ranged attacks will hit you, regardless of how high your range defense is, but the chances of it hitting zeros are way higher if your range defense is higher. Notice that. It really matters when you're, especially against this boss. I've tested it out quite a bit. The reason why you got 14 seconds to instead of anti-fire. There is a chance to take out the dragon without getting destroyed. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Come on, come on. There it is. We did it. We did it. Unless that was a 1minute and 50-second kill, so that was actually pretty decent. We're gonna eat up. We're gonna pot up. We're gonna walk here. We're gonna drop some more sharks. And we'll pick up this. Actually, I'm gonna make space and I'm gonna drink that. So we're gonna try and get a 4th KC out of this. So in order to get the 4th KC out of this, so it's only 2. Those swords really filled up my inventory space. That's why people bring wow, that's why people bring high alching supplies. I recommend bringing it, but it's not super important because you can always just TP out. In this case, we'll probably just drop the blue d'hide and replace it with superiors. Superior bones. And we're gonna get 3 specs off. See that? And a regular 48, and then a spec 53. Alright, here we go. We're gonna Wix walk. As soon as your animation and attack goes off, that's when you want to click behind. Because if you don't click as soon as that animation goes off, you're gonna take damage. I'm gonna just do an extra Wix walk because I like being more safe. I play a lot more safer than I should. But except in that case, I like to get the extra auto off before that big fireball gets me. Because that extra stab can mean the difference between an extra KC or not. It's literally down to like 1 melee at times. Okay, we're getting kind of low on prayer. I want to get the prayer up. Just keep an eye on it. It's not going to hurt you to drink up just a little bit of prayer. So acid. So get set up for acid. Go halfway. Animation to click. There you go. Animation to click. Turn around. Turn around. Stab. Turn around. Stab. Turn around. Turn around. We'll just spam click at the end if it stops firing. It's fireballs at you. Ouch. Ouch. That hurt. Okay, so we got 7 sharks sitting there. It's okay to eat up to get your max. If you're 90s and Constitution, then eat up to 90s. obviously don't eat if it's gonna waste a shark or whatever, but so right now we've got enough. That was a quick kill. Alright, so we've got enough to so right here we're gonna drop all this blue stuff. Just because it dropped us extra swords. We're gonna take these battle staffs because they're worth some good loot. It's good money. 50 magic logs obviously is good money. And we'll pick that up. And then we'll stand over here. We'll drop the blue stuff. We'll drink up. We will anti-venom up. That's our last dose of anti-venom, so this will be the last kill. We don't need to refresh the extended, so yeah, we're gonna go for it now. Click. So we'll get the final KC here. This will be a 4 KC run. Potentially could get 5 KC, but we don't have enough anti-venom to do so. And that's why some people, they will wear a serpentine helm. The serpentine helm will help you tremendously with the extra 5 or 6 KC. Not that it's, you know, not that it's absolutely needed. In that case, you probably just would bring an extra anti-venom. If you want to get the extra KC out of it, do what you need to do to get yours. That was a 56 spec, that's pretty good. And there's a 53. So that's what really helps make this boss fight go faster. Like that 1 minute and 26 second KC was because of specs like that happening 4 times in a row, like it's normally supposed to, because the accuracy tremendously is increased and it scales off your true max hit. That's why you're hitting 56s with that Fang. Your true max hit. Alright, let's get the spec in there. That 52, that's good. Drink up. Click off to the side so you don't waste the extra auto. Good Fang. 43. That's good. We're running low on prayer. Now, anti-venom, we've got a minute and 20 seconds on it. So if we get this kill within the next 20 seconds, let's say, we can start a 5th KC, okay? We can start a 5th KC, and we'll be able to fight for a whole minute before we get venom on us. And then when we get venom on us, we can heal through it with the amount of sharks we have. And then we'll just TP out if it gets too nasty, but if you really want to stick around for that 5th KC, there are ways around it. That's just by speeding up your process. Just speeding things up really is what's gonna help. So how many sharks do we have? That's enough sharks for a 5th KC. We will drink the extended. 30 seconds. Now, we'll play it safe, go back. So in this case, eat to max health, drop your sharks. This is what you do. Examine the price. 2.5k, 4.8k, so that's fine. So we'll just fill this up with stuff that costs more. Well, not that. There we go. So 1, 2, 3. That was a 4 KC. Could have been a 5th KC if we had just Serpentine Helm. That would have been a 5th KC. So good Camelot. And if we go fast enough, we should be able to get a KC off that extended that I drank. Let's roll this guy. Hello, everyone. there's a lot of people here. Why are so many people here? Yo, where are you going? Is this just the woodcut world? Alright, so is that like a good half a mil? Maybe. Yeah, that was a good amount of money for that run. So we'll just take, I like to take just one of each. But obviously we needed an extra anti-venom to get the 5th KC, but honestly 5 KC just isn't necessary in my eyes unless you're going to be high alking. I think that's good. Let's change the amount to 4 on that. Okay. We're full prayer, full heals. Now we'll go back to Vorki. Hello. He's taking my Bastion Dragonfire. It's gonna be very tough. Is that a Dragon Hunter crossbow? Oh, but it'll be kind of tough with a salve. Yeah, that is a Dragon Hunter crossbow. Yeah, you're gonna have that 50% damage threshold. Very good, very good. Just be aware that Void Armor has really low defensive stats, so you're gonna want to protect from mage the whole time. And you're gonna want a shield with really high ranged defense. You're gonna want boots with really high range defense. And you probably want to take this is the ring of suffering, and you want to imbue that ring as well to make it stronger. Vorkath is immune. Shoot, I'm probably not. I'm not gonna have enough time to get a KC off. You never know. Maybe. Let's get it. Let's. Ouch. That was rude. A rude start. Just immediately melees me for an extreme amount of damage. Oh my goodness. I got so distracted by the amount of damage I got meleeed for, I forgot to turn off my run again. That's fine. That is okay, Vorky. You deserve the 4 shark eat. That's for you. I sacrificed those 4 sharks just in your honor. 5 sharks. 5 sharks. I'm sorry. Alright. And we'll get the auto cast off. Yeah, we're doing no damage right now. We're gonna have to take an extended, it seems like. We're gonna have to drink that sip of extended. I'm hitting really low. This is not fair. There's a 52. 52 is a good come up. Very nice to see the 50s hitting like they're supposed to. not 100% super important to have your extended on. You'll take minor damage sometimes with the Dragonfire, but I have a anti-Dragonfire shield, so that is to kind of help with that. So it is possible to continue your kill and get your KC off. Let's find the square that's clear and we'll start a Wook's Walk. I call it a Wook's Walk, not a Wook's Run, because if you're running, you'll take tons of damage, potentially die. But that was really slow. That was... Alright. Ooh, a Dragon Battle Axe. That is a good drop. 119k. Cool, cool. Oh. See, the multiple shield drops, that's a little different. Okay, we're gonna drop one shark, eat one shark. Pick up these two for now. And I like to rotate my sharks to the top so I don't accidentally bury a bone or something. There we go. Poke. Make sure you always re-up your anti-venom. That's the most important one. I mean, if you get venom, then you can just use it, and it'll make your venom go away. Spec for some damage here. Spec again. Light Bearer is amazing. I don't know why it's so low. Maybe because the percentage of the drop is so high. It's like even though it's the same as the Fang, 300 or below, it's kind of insane that the price on the Fang is so high compared to the Light Bearer, considering what the Light Bearer does. I feel like the Light Bearer should be at like solid 8 mil. 8 mil would, 5, 6 is alright, but I think it deserves like 7 or 8 mil. Like a good 7 or 8 mil. It's just so good. Like especially with some of the spec weapons that are out, like you can really get some good damage in. There's so much stuff that hasn't been really discovered. Fight-wise, like you can do so much in this game. So try to get a little spec off here. That's pretty low. We'll drink and eat. We'll definitely eat after that 27. Ouch. Alright. Our auto was a little delayed there, but that's okay. Get out of the way of that, because that will kill us. Even if you're 1 square away, it'll deal half damage to you. It'll definitely deal full damage if you're underneath it, but if you're 1 square away, it'll still deal half damage. And then it'll follow up with a melee, and that will most likely kill you if you're not prepared for the melee afterwards. Because it happens so quickly, you don't really have time to react. You just need to eat as fast as possible. Keep your food. Oh my god, why did that damage me? That was horrible. Keep your HP up. That's all I gotta say. We ate way too much food on this. Hitting really low, and I'm getting hit really hard. Oh my god, bro. Take out the dragon. Thank you very much for taking so long. Bandos is alright. I mean, it's not the best. Alright, so we've got all the loot. How many? Just one shark? Are you kidding me? I'll probably be able to get a third KC, but I don't think we'll get more than that. Let's see. If we get some good specs off and we wooks walk really well and we don't take extra damage, we should be able to get this pretty quickly. So let's just start off with a spec. 51, that's what I'm trying to look for. I want the 56s though. I want the high 50s, not the low 50s. 59 would be great. Get a good Wooks walk in. He does heal. Or she does, but whatever. Jeez. Whenever you step in that acid, that heals her. Alright, we'll try and get as much damage as possible. Oh my god, that is insane. A 29 melee? Oh my god, a 31. What the fuck? Yeah, we're not getting an extra KC out of this. Kind of wanted 4. I could have got 5 last time, but jeez, that's a tremendous amount of damage. In rapid succession too, it wasn't just like, hey, you might be able to survive. Sometimes when you're in the middle of Wooks walking, your prayer will run out because you just can't click anything else. I mean, you can walk and brew at the same time. You can walk and eat. You can walk and drink potions. It's just this boss acts very weird during that phase and will do a lot of damage to you. Alright, I don't think we have enough. It's possible to get a 4th KC. It gave me 3 shields, so I highly... 3 shark kill. Probably not gonna happen. We're just gonna take... we're just gonna take what we got and then head out. It's fine. That's all good. Got max HP. Okay, we'll head back. Just gave us so much loot this run. It gave us 3 shields. I had to eat a little bit. I had to eat a lot more because it was hitting a lot heavier than normal with its attacks. Normally the ranged attacks, they don't hit for 30s, they'll hit for like 16 if you have high range defense. For some reason it was hitting me max hits, basically, which sucks. And it does happen. Taking max hits, it's not fun. But hey, it'll just cut your run short 1 whole KC most of the time. You're good to go. Just all you have to do is come back, deposit your potions, deposit your gear. What is this? Why is there so many people chopping? What world am I on? So curious. Oh, forestry. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Forestry world. This is where you go to forest. Do forestry. Right where I'm at. Alright, so we're at 1.85 mil. The bones drop gave us 150k, 200, 300, 400, 470. It's about another 70k. That's about half a mil for that one run. And you saw how fast it was. So Forky is definitely worth all the time that is needed to run it. So take the time to learn Forky. Take the time to get your quest points to 200. It's really worth it. And there's a lot of like quick shortcuts to get your quest points up. There's a lot of short quests that give you 3 to 5 quest points for no reason. No idea why, but there's quests out there that will give you a lot of quest points. Whoops. And it's worth the investment. And obviously, it's an introduction to bossing. Vorkoth is probably where you shouldn't start out with bossing. But if you are going to do Dragon Slayer 2, it forces you to learn quick. SA Vorkoth is like a probably a mid-ranged, mid to high for bossing. Medium to hard level, not obviously hard if you don't know what you're doing, but once you learn it, it becomes a lot easier. Alright. Okay, so I'd like to show you some other money making methods. Let's just do one more Vorky and then we will do something else. So we're at 105. So I got some good KC today. I have 205 Vorky KCs. Okay. You can click the boat and it'll take you there. And I'm also in lounge mode. I'm not like puckered up and engaged like I should be. He's wearing slash gear for a stab boss. Okay, so turn off run. Very important. Drink up. If you don't turn off your run, it could eliminate a whole KC from your Vorky runs. Make sure you turn off your run. Alright, let's start. Okay, good. And we'll start with some specs. Do some more specking. It's really slow spec. Cancel your auto. still good. We only ate 3 times, but it feels like it's personally gonna feel like you really screwed up. But honestly, that wasn't bad at all. We're gonna have to still drop food to pick up what we got, so we'll rotate all this up here, eat, and we'll drop that. Let's see if that's 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll drop one more. Okay, good. All right, so rotate. Check your stats. Make sure you get stats. I like to keep my stats refreshed when it's around 5. If you'll gain 5 stats from using it, so even though it gives you 18, it's good to keep up on that. Alright, so I healed twice because for some reason the poison was doubled up. And normally this is that. So that's why I highlighted this order right there. It's normally a first order. So pink should be prayer. Drink. Oh my god. That was not a 25, that was a 50. That was a 50. Why did it double damage? I think that's a bug, dude. That doesn't seem right. That was 50 damage, even though it said 25. My character freeze frame before walking down. Twice. Kinda suspicious. A little suspicious. A bit of suspicious. Is that right? When you spec, she's gonna turn off your timer. That's just the way it goes. I don't know if it's dumb luck or if it's programmed in her mechanics, but it's either way, it's really annoying. Alright, so we'll be able to get another KC, obviously. Rotate all the sharks. We're gonna have to renew all of our potions. Venom to do extended, and we will drink a super. We're gonna eat. We're gonna start off a little bit with full HP here. We'll take a shark, and we will max out our prayer. Okay, let's get that done. We should be golden. There should be no reason for us to get destroyed. Everything except for those minions. Should be good. I have my high slash hits. Those melees do slash damage. That's a slash attack. Attack? This attack today, please. Any second, so just be ready. Ow, ow, really, really. take someone's damage. Where did that come from? I'm just magically low on HP now. What is... Okay, is somebody, like, controlling the dragon? What the hell? Oh my god, bro. I'm trying to eat and drink. Stop shooting those at me. Ouch. Okay. Okay. There's like a dude inside of the dragon working the controls right now. Okay. Absolutely, that's fine. My character will pause again before he goes down. That's totally cool. We're not gonna wookswalk at all. That's fine. Whatever. We're gonna eat all the food we have and we're gonna get 3 KC and leave. That's totally fine. Whatever you want me to do. My goodness. Whatever you need me to do, bro. If you want me to just make no money on my runs, that's totally fine. If you're like, wow, this guy is making money. This is still horrible. This guy is showing people how to play Vorkoth. Oh my god. Let's just make it so he sucks. Attack, dude. Literally 2 business days to process my regular attacks. My goodness. Sit the fuck down. You are done. Jesus. This server should be fine. I don't know why. The last run was great. The last couple runs were great. And after the update's over, the whole world has to log in at the same time, regardless of what time it is. You guys do know what time it is, right? Chop, 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 chop. Chopping down trees should not lag the world. Honestly, it shouldn't lag everything down. So we got 3 KC that run. We're at 2.3 mil now since we started the stream. 2.4 mil. 2.5. 2.6. 2.7. Almost to 3 mil. If we had got that extra KC, we might be at 3 mil, but that's fine. Something good could have dropped. I haven't got a really good drop yet. And I'm at over 200 KC. This boss does not really give you that great of big loot drops. It just gives you consistent, decent drops, which makes it so great. We're done with Vorky for the night. Overall 2.7 mil, that's not bad. I did die once, so that's 100k away, so 2.6 mil. Supplies, probably 200k in supplies, so we'll just say like an average 2.4 or 2.5 mil. That's what we're saying for profits. It's not bad. We did get some gold, so actually we should be decent amount. Loot away. So, put my boots on because I like these boots. just power through regular Slayer because I don't have a problem with the question is what I want to wear. Obviously, I probably don't want to use crystal because I don't have a POFA, so let me look at my XP here. So my magic, train magic. So for my mage setup, I have an imbued Gothic Cape. So it's, Weave's Book. We have Full Elite Void for mage. Valid idea would be to sell off 4 key money. And change the boots to boots and eternal boots. Let's high elk stuff first to make maximum profit. Something everyone should do is try and get maximum profit. Don't use your runes to get your profit. Use a staff for the first time. I did a little bit of use the lift, so that's why the knowledge was that should be so catalytic Tasman. That's not a bad price. Sell it. Let's see. Alright, so everything that's in here we can't buy, not even the metal staffs. It's just not worth it. Because we should have profit. That's the fire My monitor is so long and wide, I left and right. I could probably be one of the factors to why some bad things happen to me and to our waves. But I tend to keep my camera angle like centered, so everything's good. But just something like that. Yes, we make about 3K off of high alchemy axe. Or 3K profit off high alchemy dragon axes. You only buy a certain amount per day, so it's not worth. Yeah, we have 2 of these. So we can high alch these 2, right? Gee, no, we can't. That's weird. So, did this go up? 90? Yeah, we'll just sell these, right? Pick up the stuff and sell it. Space. Okay, good. And we used to talk about that, so take all this stuff I'm just gonna use a trident into the seas. because it's cheap and effective. No, maybe not super cheap. 600k is not bad. 700k. Dragon arrow tips. So I'll take these. Obviously don't sell, so you want to do like a 10%. Lose 10%. These are overly farmed, so you're gonna wanna. Ooh, that's a lot of money. I'm 700k on that. Stuff that's heavily farmed probably won't sell right away. So. Like these are heavily farmed. Surprised I've sold like that. That's totally cool. Runes, obviously, they're gonna sell for a little bit less than what they're worth because people like to just buy them for no reason and hoard them. Nobody wants those scaly blue dragon heads, that's for sure. I shouldn't even have picked that up. But it's profit. It's something that sits in your inventory and you're like, okay, I can pick this up and have an extra, 500 gold, 400 gold, whatever it is. So it's, I think, not even with like a 20% cut, you're not gonna. It sucks. Is there a high alcohol value on that at all? 60. So 300. Still nobody wants it. That's horrible. All right, so Dragonstone bolt tips. Take those. Take the loop half money. There's 100k in battle staffs. 95k. Dark tips. 96k. So we'll look at 5 mil. They went up a little bit. That's alright. We'll get into the runes that I got too much of from my runs. Well, not those. I'll take it so I can teleport and stuff. Yeah, we'll just deposit all that. Withdraw 1,348 because I don't use a lot of it. Everything here is fine. I'm not gonna sell it. Where's my trident? Use that. So I'll sell that. I don't need that. Even this out. Whoops. I don't have that on. Okay. We'll sell off this. Should be good to sell off the extras. It's more like a pure laziness factor rather than having to sit there and combine it all. Save this. Gotta clean it up a bit, I guess. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So this is where a bunch of money was made during the rift. Made a lot of cosmic runes while I was there. Bunch of law runes, mind runes, smoke runes. Did I sell these boots? I'm probably never gonna use them again, but just for safekeeping. Just keep. There's half a mil. expensive. It's crazy. That's kind of weird. People not buying anti-venoms. These are heavily used. Prayer potions, yeah. People should be buying the crap out of those. Super combats, yes. There's a lot of money sitting there just in partials. Wow, okay. Okay. We don't want some. Okay. That's totally fine. I'll just keep them. I don't sell them. That's fine with me. I absolutely do not need to sell those. I have enough to buy the boots right now. I just want to clean my bank a little bit. That's all. So there's no selling this crap right now. Taking a small hit on profit. Made tons of profit today. We had a 150 mil drop party for a clan. So not a problem at all. Taking a little bit of the air. This is just disgusting. I don't want to look at that more. And I guess people don't want range impressions. That's fine. We'll sell off these extra runes that we're not going to use. Made a good profit on the cosmic runes. I kind of went more for cosmic during the guardian. The rift minigame. Alright, so just put the extended in there. I guess we'll just leave this in here for Vorky. Still gotta sell those extra chaos runes. I did make primarily work for chaos runes, law runes, and cosmic runes. Perfect. Now we can get 2%. Got our boots. Eternal boots. There we go. These are horrible for magic. It's like the one thing that you don't want to use them for is magic. Range is okay because it's only minus one. So we're gonna fight dragons. So could do wyverns. Could do wyverns. -5 on range here, so could be worth taking it, but not worth taking for magic, obviously. Maybe for range. We'll use brimstone ring, boost our magic to offenses and defenses. Everything else is good. Let's just double check. Yes, try to end the season is really good. I like using it. It's just a very cheap alternative to setting up a whole bunch of runes and buying a really good magic weapon. I always use a blessing to help me with prayer. Alright, so I was gonna change my hair color to 15%, 45% accuracy, which is insane. 45% accuracy is absolutely bonkers. We're good. Let's color code this to white. So our neutral color pink. Okay, we'll just go to pink. Purple, whatever. Purple, pink. And these are colored blue, obviously. Just pink as well. Alright. I love the look of this gear. The gear is very nice looking. Okay, so I'm gonna grab. I've got earth, air. Grab fire runes. I'm gonna grab water runes just for the sake of getting to Valley. I turn roofs on because it makes the game look way better. Sometimes I'll use the 117, but for right now I haven't been using it just because it makes the game run smoother during boss fighting and stuff like that, so I got used to not using it for the last couple of days. Good, take your helmet off. This red, yellow, purple, maroon, ginger. Turtle head. Some long hair.
You want to be on my side on this one, Mr. Pierce. You have the treasure. Thanks for the business, baby.
So the blue doesn't look too bad. Red is pretty fire. Yeah, that's fire. That is pretty fire. We didn't look at black, did we? This is a video game where we have a tune of character. We want the coolest colors. We want abnormality. I think that'll be great. Alright. Let's go and nice. Let's check her. Nice, plenty of charges. So cool. With this setup, it's getting pretty late. I'm not sure if I want to save all of the KC for Vorky or. Tough decision. Let's put the runes away. You can farm skeletal wyverns. Good money. Need an elemental shield. Minus. Why is it minus 15? Hold on, it's probably because of the book I have on. Take that off. Plus 6. Let's check. Let's check this shield again. Minus 10. Ugh. Massive defenses though. We'll try it. We'll see what happens. Probably will suck, but that's alright. Trial and error. Use Amulet of Glory to teleport over there. And then couple of magical potions. Then we'll just take 2 brews just in case. Things get a little sticky. Food. The rest will be sharky poos. I think we'll do like a smaller amount of sharks. We're just gonna test this out. We're not gonna actually fight the wyverns if it's bad for us. Forestry. Alright, so we'll go through this little hole here. This is the setup I take into which percent is that? Just 1% damage, so that's probably why I don't use it too much. I take this setup to Toa. I usually leave Void the whole time. I get the last Toa I ran, I got 8,200 damage. That was the 3rd strongest in the whole run for damage. Out of like 6 people. That's not bad, considering I was, budget. I mean, I was using the Seas Trident. Let's check. See. Can we not? Can we not? My goodness, dude. That can just be annoying sometimes. That happens in the middle of my raids. I'll click right here. I'll literally double click right on this line and it'll shrink my whole thing. I should have brought a stamina or something. Alright, hurry up. Blurite. Steve. Oh, dirty. If it's horrible, we won't. That's just what. You can't move your friends. You dummy pants, you're frozen, dude. Probably should have taken range, but wow. I'm hitting a lot of zeros for having high accuracy. Extremely high accuracy. It's probably the highest accuracy you can get in a freaking game for magic. I'm missing consistently. Look at this. I get it to level 140, but you don't have to make him insanely dodgy. Wow. Froze me again. You're about to die in like one hit. Get out of here. Give me your stuff. Dummy pants. I got a bunch of lobsters and one boat. What the hell is that? It's like the worst possible outcome you can draw for these. Is that a dragon hunter? How are these level 90s and 40s? I can't even move forward. God, quit freezing me so much. Jesus. It's like every other attack I'm getting frozen. See? I'm frozen again. Dude, I am splashing so much with 45% additional accuracy. Does this game not know, like, does it not register that with these? Are these just immune to accurate attacks? Oh my god. What is going on? I absolutely need to know. What the fuck? It has a 25% weakness to fire attacks. It has 80 magic defense. Its weakest defense, the weakest defense part of this monster is magic. Out of everything, it's magic, so take damage, get hit, at least once. That's weird. That's weird. It could be the shield that's just really bad for me. I don't see why not. Ask Jagex, I guess. Maybe it has some weird hidden, like, defensive ground. What? It says right here, even on the wiki page, wyverns are slightly weak to magic. Killing wyverns with melee is smash. Because its weakest resist against slash and crush, but it still has a plus 90 defense on slash and plus defense on crush. It has 80 defense on magic, which is even less. So I should be tearing through these things, honestly. Even if I'm not using the best magic staff in the world, I still should be tearing through them. Okay. Let's turn our run off, obviously. Yeah, we're gonna leave. How can I still go to Felly? Oh, I picked up water runes? Weird. Wyverns aren't the best, I guess, to farm. I don't know why they're dropping poopy. I've always had them drop really well. Maybe it's because I have to be on Slayer task for it to work well. I missed on a guard level 23. Jeez, what is going on? That's so strange. Consistently missing like that. Okay, so we got some loot. It's a waste of time. Let's not go in there with full void. So, I mean, I had full void and I was praying. I mean, I guess if you're using prayer, it's good. I'm not gonna pray augury the whole time. That's such a waste of money. Definitely not gonna pray augury the whole time. A huge waste of cash. Yeah, so we'll just go back to what we were using because it's really strong. Super high defenses. You didn't have a helmet. It's a regular helmet needs. I don't need the face mask, even though I have it unlocked. It's just, I think it's a big waste of money, considering how much it costs compared to the Serp helm or something like really close to its stats. I just don't understand why it's so expensive. I want to go back to using a good helm. I gotta change my clothes. That just doesn't work with the fit. The fit doesn't fit. The fit does not fit at all. Wow. We're just gonna get the Blue Dragon Casey out of the way right now. I probably could have stuck with what I was wearing, but I need to train strength too, and I don't really care as much. Alright, so we'll go to Dusty Key. We're gonna go to Varrock, change our clothes real quick. Clothes kinda suck. This lady right here. Makeover. Give me a makeover. Obviously black. A crop top on a man. Very weird. How they did it, you know, it's just like they just cut it right here and here. What the heck? Oh, that's a sweater. This is a vest. Well, I like a cuffed shirt. We'll do the vest. The vest looks good. But we kind of want like the official vibes. Regal. Yeah, regal. Black. Regal sleeves. Regular sleeves. Muscly sleeves. Nice. I like that shirt better. Looks like I'm wearing underwear. I'm wearing underwear. Look at my underwear I'm wearing. A sash? Can you change the color of the sash? No. Lady, where'd you go? I have to change my boots. Guess I can't change my boots. Why would you want to wear cuffs? It'd be like you're in shackles all the time. Nice. Just wearing normal stuff. I guess for these we can go with a little bit less defense. A little bit more damage. Um, yeah, I just want to get my Slayer up, so I'm gonna ignore the fact that Vorkoth gives you Slayer XP. Oh no, it's coming for me. Run away. I'm not gonna use prayers, I don't need the blessing right now. Ow. Dark Crane is still out. Jeez, bro. I can use this now? No way. Boom, I don't even need the key. I just crawl through and I'm here. Ugh. Ouch, I got kinda stuck. So what are blue dragons weak to? Anyways. They have 0 stab defense. What the heck? There would be a noob just sitting there casting poop. Like an Iron Man or something. That's what they're dressed in. It's really odd for a high level Slayer Master to assign blue dragons. I'm assuming that was so I could just kill Vorky a lot, but not sure. And we can just spec the whole time. It's so low, even on the lower level monsters are hitting pretty low. Oh my god. That changed. Why is a small max at 40? That's not right. I don't know why I picked that up. I don't want that. Let's do one inventory. I gotta head to bed, so we'll call it a night after this. Hi, Gooby. I'll take care of some of the KC with this. I'm not gonna do all Vorkies because I need to work on Slayer rather than farming Vork all day. So water runes. Crazy. So I'll get 2 more kills and we'll head out. It's okay. We got 20. We'll have 26. So we'll have 54k and Dragon Bones. It's just a little quick 54k run. It's not a lot of money, you know. Make a lot more money off of Vorkey, but I really need to get my Slayer level up, and I can't get it up just by farming Vorkey all day. When I can, but it just doesn't. It's not fast enough for me. So we'll head to. That's good. Made a nice little dent into it. I don't need to. Get 100 Vorkey kills in one day. Gets kind of draining. Alright, that was a good stream. I think it went well for the most part. Good kitty. Alright, well, peace out. Y'all have a good What is it even? Wednesday. Have a good Wednesday. Get more Vorky kills tomorrow, and we'll finish up our Slayer task. And then we'll head to whatever's next on the Slayer task agenda. Peace out.